REED-BBS, BBS, Blackbird Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies, Televisión, Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. On this day in boxing history, April 15th, what had happened was Volume 6. April 15th, 1875, James J. Jeffries was born. Fourth heavyweight champion in the history of our sport, that is boxing. He retired undefeated, Jeffries did. 19 wins, no losses, 2 draws, 16 KOs. He was Rocky Marciano before Rocky Marciano. However, due to public pressure, most notably from the prominent writer by the name of Jack London, Jeffries was persuaded to come out of retirement after nearly 6 fucking years on the shelf to restore the honor, the prestige of the heavyweight crown, which was at that time being worn by a Negro, the 7th heavyweight champion ever, by the name of Jack Johnson. Jack London even coined the term Great White Hope. And Jack Johnson versus Jim Jeffries was billed as the fight of the century. Scheduled for 45, and I did not stutter, yes, 45 fucking rounds. And Johnson stopped Jeffries in the 15th. April 15th, 1959, Sonny Liston KO 3, Cleveland Williams 1. 2 muscle-bound ass bangers. Cleveland Williams, man, he put hands on Liston in round 1. Hands upon him. Right crosses, left uppercut or 2. He busted Liston's nose. Liston, he returned serve in the second, bloodying Williams' nose, opening up with both hands. And in the third, Williams boldly tried to regain the momentum. He got pieced the fuck up, thoroughly battered, and he was ended after 2 knockdowns. Very underrated action fight on this day, April 15th. Sonny Liston versus Cleveland Williams 1. Check it out. Speaking of action, on April 15th, 1972, Arturo fucking Gatti was born. Now, some fighters you love, some you hate, and then there's others that you simply love to watch, win, lose, or draw. I can honestly say I never watched an Arturo Gatti fight wanting him to win or lose necessarily. Like that, the outcome didn't even really matter. I knew I'd be thoroughly entertained either way, and that's why I never missed a fight of his, dog, if I could help it. Gatti versus Gabrielus, Wilson Rodriguez, fucking Ivan Robinson 1 and 2, the brutal KOs of Joey Gamache and Leonard Doreen, the Angel Man Freddy fight, the Mickey Ward trilogy. Like, really, bruh. Like, Arturo Gatti wasn't great, but he was memorable. And I know a lot of hardcore fans, they take issue with him being in the Hall of Fame, but I don't. Now, before we swan dive into the coup de grace, the main event of this video, go ahead and please subscribe, comment. You comment, I comment. Sharing is caring. Love tap and or bitch slap that like button for you, boy. Shout out to the homies at fightbeat.com. And for the low price of a cup of coffee or a glass of beer, if you're so inclined, you can donate to your boy at coffee.com/REED-BBS. April 15th, 1985. Hagler-Hearns, goddammit. Marvelous. Marvin Hagler, 60 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 50 knockouts versus Thomas Hitman Hearns. 40 wins, 1 loss, 34 KOs. Now, Hearns was the WBC champion at 54. Hagler was undisputed at 60. Hearns had just wiped his ass, his entire ass, with Roberto Duran. So think of Errol Spence versus Sean Porter, or Spence versus Crawford. There was no genuine hatred. between Hagler and Hearns, but it was some extreme alpha male competitiveness between these two motherfuckers. Make no mistake about it. Hagler, he rocked a war hat. And I quote, "That's what I feel, war. That's what's on my mind." You know, Hagler was a northeastern dude born in Newark, New Jersey, sold his oats in Brockton, Massachusetts. He had the thick East Coast accent. So after a filling out process of maybe 15, 20 seconds, I don't know, Hagler and Hearns, indeed, they went to war. They abandoned their skill sets and just said, fuck it. Hagler, speaking of skill, he could switch southpaw orthodox just as subtly as Bud Crawford does today. And Hearns, he outboxed the likes of Wilfred Benitez and Sugar Ray Leonard, you know, and he fucking detached Leonard's retina. Like, that was done courtesy of Thomas Hearns. So it would take me like another 10, 15 minutes to provide blow by blow of this fight, so I won't even bother. But hear me out. This was the best round one in boxing history. Sometimes you sit down and you see a boxing match. Other times you see a fight. This was a fucking fight. Hearns, he seemed to shoot his load though, and his legs looked increasingly weaker in the second and third rounds. Now there's theories about why, but I won't detract from the fight itself in this video. That's what the fucking comment section is for. So please utilize that if you feel the need. So then the ref breaks him up, sends Hagler to the ringside doctor to check the severity of a cut that he suffered in round one. It was like over the right eye and the forehead, right side of the forehead, over the right eye section. So a sense of urgency sets in, and then Hagler jumps on Hearns, a series of lunging, overhand rights, hurts and drops Hearns flat on his back. My man bravely rose, but he was quite clearly unable to continue. Great fight, great day in boxing history, April 15th. REED-BBS, BBS, Blackbird Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies, Televisión, Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. When all is said and done, there's nothing left to say or do.